Yep. We like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who do rule well, teach well. May the Most High continue to bless them and bless you, brothers. Salute to you, other brothers, man, who push this truth, and you brothers who are without the camps who know the truth. Y'all need to, you know what I'm saying, make something happen, man. You know, we almost at the end. Quit being scared. Get your ass out there on the highways and byways if you got the full understanding of these holy scriptures, man.
God.
And back with another one on the topic of why we call you, the so-called white man, the devil. And for this one, this will be the topic of the subject of pornography. Pornography is a big one on why we call you the devil, because that's just another branch of this wicked tree known as the so-called white man, who was really Esau, Edom in the Bible. And pornography, you look at it, it's really controlled by the top devils, which are these people who call themselves Jewish, these Jewish white people, which really, they're Edomites. They're Edomites from the tribe of Amalek, the worst of the devils. So, we're going to give you a little footage, and matter of fact, I start off with a scripture. We're going to give you a little footage, some scriptures, give you an article, you know, and Lord willing, you'll be edified. This Hebrews 13 and 4, marriage is honorable in all, in the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, Yahweh will judge. But whoremongers and adulterers, Yahweh will judge. Exactly. What's a whoremonger? A person who spreads whoredom. What's pornography? Whoremongering. Whoremongering. Who are the pimps of the whores of pornography? The so-called Jews, man. The Edomites from the tribe of Amalek. So let me read it again. Hebrews 13 and 4. Marriage is honorable in all. A righteous marriage, man. A righteous union between man and woman. And the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, Yahweh will judge.
This is yet one more sequel to the serial of the Al Goldstein life. And I really want to point out how despicable and disgusting you are as a constituency. I give my very fucking best. When I eat pussy, when I lick asshole, I try to be a good hump. I try to give you the best writings and insights into what makes Al Goldstein. Al Goldstein's a fucking legend. How many people legalize pornography? I mean, fucking Fishbein is coasting, and Ron Jeremy is coasting. I changed the law. My fucking arrest in Wichita, Kansas. I'm the one who's still convicted of showing pubic hair in 1971. Everyone else is carrion, is a parasite. I changed the fucking law. I mean, for that I can always get high regard and high esteem for being a flesh pioneer. But you...
A flesh pioneer. A pioneer of the flesh, man. A pioneer of spreading wicked flesh. And by the way, this man on your screen, his name is Al Goldstein, a so-called Jew, an Edomite. An Edomite, because that's what he really is. Who's sitting here bragging and boasting about the man who changed laws in America and made them more wicked when it comes to the flesh. He's boasting about being one of the pioneers of pornography. He's boasting about normalizing pornography, man. He's boasting about that shit. And pornography is very influential. It's very demonic. And it has affected the majority of the people in this society, man, because everybody here in this society has watched pornography at least one time in their life, unless they've been born blind or something. You know? So, you want to say something real quick, bro?
You hit the nail on the coffin, because all of us were at one point in time exposed to that, whether it be some of our family had tapes, a closet or things of that nature. So we've all seen it, and there's nothing positive really that comes out of it,
Mm-hmm.
God.
Exactly. Nothing positive comes out of that shit, man. What's all in that pornography shit? Adultery. sodomy. It put demons on people to practice LGBT, because you got a lot of LGBTQ shit on within that pornography, man. A lot of wicked advertisements on the side of the screen that got all types of transgenders. A lot of those pornos are about incest. You got titles in those different flicks called "I Banged My Mom" or "Daddy Bangs His Little Girl," or you know what I'm saying? Black Bucks run the train on my hot wife. You know? It influenced a lot of Israelite women to get with Edomite men too. That's the big one. And that not only is that in the pornography, that's on every she rolling. That's on every damn TV station. All the commercials are black women, white men. Because what they doing, they sending you a message saying, hey, trust in the so-called white man, because we're going to eradicate the so-called black man. That's what they wish they can do. That's what they're telling you symbolically, man. So everything these so-called Jews and these so-called regular white people, which they're the same race, they're just different tribes.
Yeah.
Everything they do is wicked, man. This is why we call it the devil. You got something?
So yeah, this is the article of what is porn addiction. The one you wanted, right? Or
I think that's it.
Or kind of what it.
Damn. Did I send you that look?
No, you didn't.
Shit. Forget it. Go ahead.
Kind of. Slovakia. It's from Project No. I'm reading a little bit of it. It says porn addiction is considered a behavioral addiction that is characterized by an ever-growing compulsion to view pornography, content, or material. In the past, a person suffering from an addiction to pornography would primarily satisfy his or her cravings for pornography content by viewing or storing pornographic videos, magazines, and photos. Now the tools available to feed a person a porn addiction have since evolved thanks to the internet, other technologies, allowing anonymous access to unlimited pornography at all levels of explicitness. God, all that was pretty much facts, what this article mentioned. And do you want to speak on that? Because a little more.
Everything is facts that the article mentioned, man. How this so-called white man, starting with the so-called Jews, propagate pornography to defile the people, defile the conscience of the people. Because what does the so-called Jews call us? They call us goyim, in which they pronounce that wrong. That's the Yiddish/Hebrew way, the watered down Hebrew way of saying goyim, which means cattle. Because we looked at it as cattle to them. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like they can do whatever they want to us. They want to corrupt us and make sure everything is positive amongst their people. Like you go over there to Israel, if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think they allow pornography in Israel. And if they do, it's very filtered. You can barely get as much as you can get over here in America, man. You know? So you want to read a little more on it?
God.
And you can go up because I think I missed some points on it.
On this article?
Yeah.
Start back. The good point, it says, in the past, a person suffering from an addiction to pornographic free would primarily satisfy his or her craving for pornographic content by viewing or storing pornographic videos, magazines, and photos. Now the tools available to feed a porn addiction have since evolved to the internet and other technologies allowing anonymous access to unlimited pornography at all levels of explicitness. So, it shows you how as time progresses here, primarily is where you have the most lewdness in America. It transforming from just different pictures in that order, pictures, magazines, into now more videos. And also emission the tools, you see? Because there's webcams on these computers, and it's nothing to just upload and do a video and upload it and put your pornos on the internet, you see?
Yep.
So, and then what it said the unlimited access. of explicitness. What are all the different categories that these porno sites have? A lot, you know. Like the brother mentioned, incest, bestiality, things of that nature.
Child pornography, which is also a multi-billion-dollar industry. Bestiality, that's a multi-billion-dollar porn industry. You know? And that also shows you the wickedness of these people, because without the people, without their constituents, they won't ball out like that, man. They won't be able to get multi-billions of dollars, man. So there has to be, they're supplying demand. They're supplying it, but the people are in demand. They're demanding this, man. You know? Like you got a lot of these so-called right-wing Caucasian Christians, was nothing but the damn devil, complaining about the so-called Jews propagating all this wickedness, spreading all this wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? Throughout their society, starting with pornography. But here it is, they don't point to the people who demand pornography, who demand this wickedness, who go and buy this wickedness, man, to fulfill their fantasies.
And you can actually sign up for these premium accounts for these sites. You can get a membership and get more access to who God knows what more stuff. You know.
Yep.
So that's when they go into this article saying the access of explicitness.
Yep.
So.
And I got a quick precept, which will be Matthew 5 and Slovakia, man. Speak a little bit more. Let me find this precept.
Go, you know, and this is big business. This is a lot goes into this economy when it comes to pornos and things of that nature, man. Think about all the sites they have. Think about webcam sites.
Exactly.
All on the internet, on the World Wide Web.
Yeah. And Pornhub in particular, that website, they say this is a fact. It says Pornhub gets 64 million views in one day. 64 million. That's just one site. 64 million views in one day. So this is a lustful, demonic society, man. And it's supplemented by the so-called white man.
And anything with an addiction, if once you don't have it, you know, people don't react well to things that are addicted to that they can't have. So knowing this world's gonna collapse, these people are gonna go nuts, man.
Yep.
You know.
This is Matthew 5 and 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on the woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart, already in his mind. So these devils are putting spiritual fornication, spiritual adultery right there in your face, man. It's physical, but it's also spiritual, man. Because they causing us to be adulterous. Because most of the women in those flicks have men.
Yeah.
They got men at home, but they choose to go get paid to have sex on film and off film. So you're causing us to commit spiritual adultery. Salaki about that screen cutting off too, man. Causing us to commit, our people to commit spiritual adultery. And this so-called white man, he knows the number one, probably the top people out there who watch pornography are little children, man. Little children, because I will bet that almost any person that come across this video, man, has seen pornography at a very young age, man. And you know, children are impressionable, so they see all this filth in front of them, and they might try to go mimic it. Might try to copy what they see, man. You know? So, let's see. Play a little bit of this next video right here. Man, let me see your phone. I want to look up an article I had. Let's see, where was that at? David Duke. You do with this article?
Yeah, can I get a precept real quick?
Yeah.
This is Genesis 1:22, and the Most High, Yahweh, blessed them, saying, be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. So, that's a commandment to be fruitful and to multiply, meaning what? Sexual intercourse with a woman. Gotta make that disclaimer. You know what I mean? You got with a woman and going not to be direct or say it, but in a vagina. You know, and that's what natural sex is. Okay. And that's what real sex is. Esau promotes all types of different sexual acts.
It's like strange flesh.
Yeah, kind of. BD, that chains and stuff and whips. That's just going into pleasure. That's just going into lust. That's not sex.
Mm-hmm.
You have sex to have children and have a seed and continue your name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with the woman, and that's how a nation grows. But when you promote this type of stuff, it just leads to destruction and death.
Yep. So pornography is actually anti-family, because you got people that watch these pornographies and feel like they want their women to be like what they see in these damn flicks, man. This fantasy land garbage. They want their woman to swallow, and they want their woman to bring other women in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? Which, it's lawful to have more than one woman, but you shouldn't have them all at the same time. You have sex with them at the same time.
Yeah.
No, you deal with them individually. So they got these women putting forth these unrealistic standards of how sex supposed to be, or how a so-called relationship supposed to be, and people run with that and think, oh, well, if she don't swallow, or if she don't take the money shot to the face, or if she don't take it in the anus, or if she ain't a super nympho freak, then shit, I don't want her. I'd rather just go pay a woman to, you know, be there for me, or go jack off to what I see on film.
And if I could say that, man, you lose your edge, man, when you're doing that. You're watching these videos and things like that. You know, brothers that's in the gym, and because this is for the elect. We're doing this for the elect of Israel, you see, and the hopeful elect. You know, if you're lifting, you're into fitness and things of that nature, I wouldn't be watching these, you know, doing what you're doing, because, hey, just waste of time first and foremost, and you got to keep your testosterone and your edge about you. You don't want to be out in public looking up something. Oh, I thought of something. Damn video pop up. Mm-hmm. Or somebody used your phone. You got videos all on your phone. You got to delete your history.
Or you doing a video where you using the screen recorder and shit, and they see your history of porn and shit.
Oh well, Alex Jones. He got caught on the live show looking at tranny porn. It was popped up on his phone, and that's on YouTube.
These devils are the wicked, man.
God.
They're the wicked. Now here's an article at darkmoon.com. It says it's a good article too. It's by Lasha Darkmoon. The title is "Pornography is deployed today as a psyop or mind weapon to pacify, control, brutalize, and ultimately enslave the masses." Now here's a quote from Giuseppe Mazzini, which he's an Italian Freemason. It says, "We corrupt in order to rule. We corrupt in order to rule." Now before I continue on this article, I'm gonna pull a quick precept, and that will be Exodus 17, and Exodus 17 and I think 16. Exodus 17 and 16. Yep. "For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation." Exactly. The Most High is at war with the so-called Jews, the Edomites, from generation to generation, man. Mm-hmm. He uses the spiritual demon Satan, which works directly with Esau, 150%.
Yeah.
To put things in Esau's mind, all type of diabolical plans and thoughts to put wickedness into play on this earth, man. But guess what? He has a people on this earth that are the righteous, which are his chosen people, the Israelites, the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, which will counterattack that by way of the Holy Spirit, man. By way of the truth. And the Lord uses angels to put these thoughts in our head to get understanding of these scriptures, man, in order to battle with this damn devil, man, with this sword, the holy sword, which is the Bible, man. So he's at war with Amalek by way of his people. From generation to generation, man, because Amalek is the devil in the flesh. The so-called white people, the Edomites, are the devil in the flesh. You know? Let me read a little bit more of this article here. And, okay, let's get to it. How do you take a nation of free, independent citizens and turn them into slaves? How do you do this slowly and imperceptibly, without violence and with the willing participation of the slaves to be? The answer is simple. You corrupt them, undermine them, deprive them, demoralize them until they have acquired all the characteristics of slaves. As the sorceress Circe, or Circe, which I just spell it is Circe, with a wave of her magic wand, turned the followers of Elysius into grunting swine. You can wield your weapon of mass hypnosis, the medium over a nation, and transform its citizens into willing slaves. You can learn to roboticize man and turn him into a living machine. This is power. This is what it must feel like to be God or the devil. Is there a secret weapon or magic wand for turning man into swine? Yes, there is. Sex is the secret weapon, the magic device that turns man into swine. Jews use pornography to destroy Gentile morals. So the fake Jews, the Amalekites, the Jewish, the synagogue of Satan that you read about in Revelations 2 and 9, they use pornography to destroy the rest of the world's morals. And the main people that they out to destroy and that they have destroyed for the most part is the Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, which consists of you Negro, Latino, Native American people, man. That's what they number one people who are out to destroy, because remember they stole your identity, so they want you wiped off this earth.
Oh, then don't they call Esau a vagabond and basically he's
fugitive.
He's a fugitive, so he's on the run. He's trying to cover his tracks and blend in, which he can't. You know, he got warrants everywhere. You can't. He wanted for identity theft, man.
Exactly.
And everything else.
Exactly.
You know.
And we the bounty hunters.
God.
Who are the richest and most powerful, Salaki? Who are the richest and most successful entrepreneurs of the $100 billion a year porn industry? The peddlers of pornography, the whoremongers, belong to all races. But one race above all stands out as preeminent in this field. Selling sex like slave trafficking and money lending has always been a Jewish specialty. Jewish academic Dr. Nathan Abrams, though Jews make up, this is what he said, this is a quote from Jewish academic Dr. Nathan Abrams. He says, though Jews make up only 2% of American population, they dominate porn. And by the way, so-called Jews make up way more than 2% of America's population, because you have so-called Jewish people who don't even claim to be Jewish. You got Jewish people who change their names, threw away Judaism, threw away that whole religion, man. Because throughout Europe, they was always known for getting their ass kicked out of different countries because of, give her a little kick, bro. Because they were known for just being criminals, man. Bunch of damn criminals, bro. Just wicked as hell. So they was just known for being snakes. That's what they are. The Khazars were known for being the serpent people, the serpent seed. That's their thing. They're the devil.
Yeah.
So a lot of them changed their names and shit and changed their identity, but they're still so-called Jews. They're still Amalekites. So they make up way more than 2%, man. Yeah. So let's see. Jewish academic historian Dr. Nathan Abrams, perhaps the world's most renowned authority on the Jewish role in pornography, let the cat out of the bag a few years ago in his controversial essay, Triple Extenics, published in the prestigious Jewish Quarterly in 2004. This essay spelled out in detail how the world's multi-billion-dollar porn industry was dominated by Jews. Don't worry about it, bro. Was dominated by Jews. Dr. Abrams not only admits that Jews are the world's most successful pornographers, he celebrates the fact. Jews, he tells us, have a grudge against Christianity. Anybody who follow the Messiah. Jews he tells us, has a grudge against Christianity and atavistic hatred. I don't even know what I gotta look that word up later, man.
Okay.
Atavistic hatred of Christian authority. Rooted in centuries of humiliation and pornography is one of the ways in which they get their revenge on their Christian persecutors. The hateful oppressors who expelled them from 109 countries since the year 2050 AD, always without justification. Now, that's some history stealing also, man, because we was the ones a lot of times being expelled from these different countries, man. You know? Being expelled from these different countries. Jewish, because we are the real Jews. Anyway, let's see.
And we don't even call ourselves that, for if I could say.
Yep.
You know, we don't even say, "Oh, we the real Jews." At least, you know, Great Millstone, we Hebrew Israelites. We're Yasharallah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, princes of the power. We don't say, "Oh, we the real Jews," things of that. Let you devils do that.
Yep.
You know, let y'all take that title, which y'all are not. You know.
Yep. By the way, that guy Al Goldstein, he got a quote. He said, "Christ sucks." He said, "Jesus Christ sucks, man."
And real quick, this video is the tribe of Israel. we don't know who he's down with.
Yeah, we don't know them with disclaimer. We don't mess with the tribe of Israel.
Yeah.
We don't co-sign at the website. You see at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
You know, disclaimer. I should have said that earlier. But let's see. Okay, another quote from Al Goldstein, the publisher of Screw Magazine. That was his magazine, Screw Magazine. Had once said, and Dr. Abrams is happy to quote him, the only reason that Jews are in pornography is that we think that Christ sucks. Dr. Abrams' indulgent attitude to porn is a little surprising. Here is a man who actually believes that Jesus' domination of the Jewish domination of the porn industry is a stunning achievement. Jews get gold stars for masturbation promotion.
Straight lewdness, man. Just wicked.
You want to hit a scripture real quick, bro?
Yeah. Just real quick, I wanted to get it in about, you know, porn in itself. This is 2 Timothy 2:22. Flee also youthful lust, like it. Follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. So, you know, you can get, I guess you can, under 12, you know, things you did in your past, you was, you know, growing up, you was exposed to this stuff. That's just useful lust, man. Watching all that porn and getting on different little websites, stuff, looking at females all day. You know, that's a useful lust, man. That's a spirit that's on you. You know, I used to be called, you know, mannish, you know, because you see that stuff and then you want to go out and, you know, try to get one of them girls and you acting all wild. You know what I mean? So you were supposed to flee those type of things, being on a new man, putting on that new man, being that renewing yourself daily. It might not be too smart to be on these sites like that. Yeah, it might not be the best thing to be watching them damn X videos and XNXX. You see, you know, try to be more of a pure heart, because these devils, man, they put type of magic on them things, man. They put sex magic and witchcraft onto these videos. So, and these sites is made by literal witches and warlocks.
Yep.
You know, that's what the brother's going into.
Let's see. A little bit more on that article. I'm going to jump to the part where it talks about San Bernardino Valley. San Bernardino Valley, known as also as Porn Valley, this bastion of Jewish sleaze is thought to produce 90% of America's pornography. Dang, my whole city is just a porn city. Today, most porn movies and porn videos in America are produced by Jews in the San Bernardino Valley in South California. This is located just north of Los Angeles in a sprawl of seedy suburbs known to locals as Porn Valley or the other Hollywood. Here are Jews. Oh, by the way, they run Hollywood too.
Okay.
Here, Jews are the kingpins of the sex industry and own every single major studio. Chief among these is Vivid Entertainment, reportedly the largest porn production company in the world.
And real quick, if I can mention, you don't even have to go to porn. Go to Instagram and go into the section where it's Explore. You seeing all types of women butt naked and showing their ass. And who controls Instagram? A devil. So-called gutter rat. And Facebook, you know. Because they put those, people post porn on Facebook. You know what I mean? So.
Let me get a quick preset real quick. This is, before I hit this next point.
Okay.
This is Revelations 2 and 9. 2 and 9. Revelations chapter 2, verse. Before I do that, let me play this video. I'm still holding this lock. And that's your mind.
Educate yourself, your fool.
The father of the modern sexual revolution in the Western world is Sigmund Shlomo Freud. Was the sexual revolution an accident? You will find out the truth right now. Freud was a radical Jewish supremacist who had an intense hatred of European and Christian traditional morality. He viewed himself as a non-European outsider who set out to conquer Europe as Hannibal did Rome. I know, this may sound impossible to many of you watching this. The popular media keeps these facts from you, but I can prove it in Freud's own books and letters. Some academics know it, but you are not permitted to know it. Freud says all this explicitly. Quote, Hannibal had been the favorite hero of my later school days. I began to understand for the first time what it meant to belong to an alien race. Thank goodness for the chutzpah of some Jews like Stein, who must rub our nose in the Jewish supremacy. For maybe it will jolt some of you to finally defend yourselves. Stein lets loose, quote, but I don't care if Americans think we're running the news media, Hollywood, Wall Street, or the government. I just care that we get to keep running them. Just as Jewish scholars faithfully recorded the Jewish historical domination of European and the African slave trade, so they have also documented their prominent role in hardcore pornography. In a respected and scholarly magazine of Jewish intellectuals, the Jewish Quarterly, Jewish professor Nathan Abrams, in an article titled